Hello, my beautiful Gemini. Oh my goodness, welcome to your reading. I've missed you guys so much. Um, and guess what? It's October. Happy October. That Halloween is coming. Fall. This is my favorite time of the year. Those of you who've been watching me, you know that. And my best friend, one particular best friend, she always busts my chops about it. Pumpkin spice. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Pumpkin spice, everything. At this time of the year. And her, it's funny. It's she can't stand it. So that's our like running gag. But anywho, so let's get into your reading. Now, those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know how I do my readings. First half is going to be about you and your situation. I tend to focus on love, but anything can come out. And second half is going to be about your soulmate, okay? What they're going through, whoever you may be thinking about while watching this reading. Now, keep in mind, with a general reading, the energies can be flip-flopped, okay? And also, the situation, this may not be your reading, okay? It's no way it's going to resonate with every Gemini out there. But again, if you're interested in a private reading, you can email me down below, okay? That information is in the description box. I do offer one-on-one readings, okay? A live one-on-one and also pre-recorded readings, okay? So let's get started. So Gemini, we're starting off with a card that does symbolize your element, air. Page of Swords. I'm getting an energy here, like maybe you've been a little... This feels like an energy of maybe someone who's been a little, like maybe had some bad luck with relationships, maybe like up to this point. It feels like an energy of maybe you feel like the people that you've met have been a little lackluster or subpar. There's like a big energy here of I feel you have a lot to offer. I feel with even though this is a page, I'm getting an energy here of I feel like there's a couple of energies coming out. I feel like maybe you once did give your all in a relationship and maybe that relationship went sour. Okay? And now there's this energy. What I feel is it feels like the people that you've met are kind of not giving you stability. I feel like you're in an energy here with the Empress now coming out, like you're coming out like you want marriage, or something leading towards marriage. If not marriage, some people aren't into that. At least something where, marriage is just, the title. But some people, maybe you just want like to be partners with someone, something leading towards the marriage direction. And what it's feeling like is maybe like the guys or girls you've been meeting are kind of, they may be like in love, right, with you, or, they may, be very nice on the eyes, or, you get along well. But there's like this energy. The knight is one thing, the knight is very romantic. The knight is very present, right? But the knight doesn't always necessarily cut it in terms of a relationship. The knight is kind of an energy like, okay, it sustains it. Hearts and flowers, those kinds of things, right? But in the long term, that knight is going to need to turn into a king, which is like, I'm committed to you. We're living our lives together. Now the Five of Cups is here. Ooh, and the Five of Pentacles. You see, this kind of goes with what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like an energy of you have a lot to offer and a lot to give. And it feels like there's someone in your life right now, or maybe it's just your overall situation. It feels like an energy of like, I want what I want. I want a long-term relationship. I want someone who's going to be there for me, who's, of course, attracted to me, sexually. Like, we need the sexual component. But then we also need, here's the friendship component as well, which is the Knight of Cups, the romance, that kind of stuff. But sometimes the friendship, all right, it's not always going to be romantic, right? It's like an energy of you want what you want. You want your main squeeze, is what I'm feeling. And it feels like the people, or it could be a specific person, or just like the overall dating has been a little lackluster. It feels like whoever you may have been dealing with recently, or like overall, there's like this energy of, again, they're cute, they're this, they're that, they're nice to be, but they're not offering you anything stable for various reasons. It feels like an energy of kind of someone, for some of you, this can be maybe you just met someone, or you were with someone, seeing someone who was, maybe they are kind of strapped emotionally. This can be someone who may have been married previously, or like they've kind of gotten out of relationships and they're not like fully healed from whatever they went through. It could have been someone like a divorcee, someone who was divorced or is divorced, whatever. But it feels like they're kind of coming. It feels like you're meeting people. This just feels like kind of a specific energy. Someone who's emotionally unavailable. I'm like kind of describing it, being very wordy about it, but no, the clear cut way is this is people who are like emotionally unavailable. They may offer you this, that, and the other thing, but emotionally they're not there. It's kind of like driftwood in a way. It may feel good, on certain days, when you see them, and it's not, but it's like their energy is such that it just feels like kind of, okay, yeah, here you go. Okay, we saw each other, we did okay. And then you either don't hear from them, or like you hear from them, but it feels like too someone who's not offering you like a commitment or like stable relation, i.e. emotionally unavailable. Let me see here. So I feel like it hurts sometime, and it's like an energy. You may be wondering, like what, am I doing something wrong? Like what am I doing? Is it me? Is it me? Don't go too hard on yourself. What I do feel in this specific situation is, I feel like many things. Let me see. This reading feels like it's for that. Okay, the Two of Pentacles. If you've been with like emotionally unavailable people, or like maybe you're giving too many, I know what. Okay, the Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. It's more an energy of like, I feel like an energy of, are you giving the benefit of the doubt too much? Are you clinging on to, like when you meet people, are you going based off of potential? Or are you going based off of who they are in the moment? What they're giving you, not what they could give you, or oh, they're, but they're, they're a good guy, they're a good girl, right? Okay, that means nothing. If they're not giving you, stability, then you have to know how to snip them and cut them off. Okay, yeah, you're a great guy, you're a great girl, but I don't see us going any further. Don't be afraid to disappoint and cut people off. See, the Page of Swords. It's like an energy of, you have to kind of, let's say now, see, because you came out as this page before, but this feels now like them. What it feels like is if you're getting this kind of page energy, okay, you either need to kind of give that in return. You cannot give more than what you're being given, in the hopes that they're going to do this or having a bit. You can try a little bit, but at some point you got to snip it. I'm feeling more like an energy, like if you want your situation to change, you have to play a little bit of hardball with people. No, they can't just be, like, oh, let's be friends. Okay, then we'll be friends. But that doesn't mean that I'm available every time. You'll be treated as such. But also sometimes, like keeping them around as friends is actually detrimental, because they may distract you from meeting the right one. This is even an energy of like, I don't know if it's someone like who, says they want a relationship, but then it turns out, they're just acting like friends with benefits. Okay, just know that that's what you're going to get going forward. Ten of Wands. It's like a great burden, if you're looking for long term to keep around, people with friends like that are friends with benefits. Not saying that it's wrong to have friends with benefits, but if you're looking for more of a commitment, then you can't have those kinds of people in your life. Temperance. Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups together. There's this energy here of, I feel, be more decisive. Is somebody emotionally capable, emotionally available to give you a relationship? If so, pursue it. You have to, there's like a call here to exercise good judgment and kind of know who has the potential and who's just kind of, using you for a good time. Be it for friendship or whatever. Six of Swords. If it's like true love and true commitment, relationship that you want, what I'm feeling is the guidance for you is to cut these people off. If you're okay with friends with, like those kinds of people, then by all means keep them. But if it's like you're more looking for a commitment, these people are not going to be good in your life. And by like tolerating that kind of, you're not going to get the treatment that you want from them. It's like play a little hardball, with them, and again, if they want to be your, okay, but don't give them anything more than friendship. No flirting, no nothing. They can't have, people cannot have their cake and eat it too with you, Gemini. And don't allow them to. All right, let me see here. Anything else? Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe. What is Gemini currently going through? Anything for Gemini? Eight of Swords. So, there's this big energy of like, I feel I want my life to be in a different place. I want certain things. I want to live my life. I feel like maybe you feel like your situation, this, whether it's romantic or not, it feels like there's an energy of something like a situation that may be holding you back, or you may be perceiving it as such. That's kind of has you stonewalled. The Two of Swords is right here in the Eight of Swords, but it feels like it's more of a block for her. It feels like an energy. Wow, there's the Seven of Wands too. You're coming out as like a little held back. See the Four of Pentacles. It's like an energy of, I don't know what's going on in your life. It feels like some external situations. Could be some family matters that are going on that's kind of holding you back. And it feels like, you want to do something, but you're kind of like something's holding you back. There's like kind of a weight there. Doesn't necessarily feel like fear, but it is a little bit. I feel like there's a call here with this Chariot. It's time to take a stance. There's an energy, and even though the card isn't here, I think I saw it before, the Temperance card. If you always are in the attitude of like, well, it is what it is, or a lot of like kind of like wishy-washy, well, that's what you're gonna get. But if the Chariot is here, and this Chariot feels very confident, very, I'm taking a stance. If you take this stance and do it, then life will start to arrange itself around this stance. But if you're too wishy-washy in what you tolerate and what you do, it's like, in other words, boundaries, it's kind of, you're going to get what you give, or you're going to get what you tolerate. If money is an issue right now, Oh, there's the Six of Pentacles. You know, I'm feeling like an energy of, wow, the Queen of Wands too, Queen of Swords. I feel like if money is like a little an issue right now, I do feel like there will be a turnaround. I do feel like help will come to you in the form of, it can be many things. You know, it can be a new job offer, second job. It could also be an energy of maybe a new job, or maybe like an idea to, I don't know, like if it's bettering your education or like increasing your skill set is what I'm hearing. It's kind of like a give and a take, or like, you know, you may be dishing out a little money right now, but I think it will pay off. Something feels like it's going to pay off. But I keep feeling like a stance. A stance needs to be taken. Make your intentions clear as hell to the universe, to God, to whatever. But there's a really big energy here of, okay, the intentions are one thing, but your actions need to match the intents. If they don't, you're going to be given soup. It's kind of like coming out here, if you want it, then show that you want it. Make it so. And that can mean many things: relationships, money, your stability, whatever that is. The Justice card just came out here. Some of you, I'm hearing, it could be like a possible Libra who is kind of not a good energy for you to be around. I don't know why that came through. I also feel this Justice card is like an energy of, I feel like you have a very kind and kind of caring heart. Like very considerate, very understanding of others. Okay, but if you're too considerate, too understanding, what about people giving that to you? As considerate and kind as you are to them, how about you do that for yourself? I keep feeling like the kind of understanding and whatnot, the love that you give to others, you must give yourself as well. Or it's kind of like, you know, if you deplete your proverbial bank account, or maybe, you know, you could be your actual, I don't know, you know, helping others, doing this, doing that, but also like your proverbial one, you know, in other words, your spiritual, your emotional bank account, you're going to be sucked dry. Sometimes you have to not be so understanding, if that makes sense. Or give that understanding also to yourself. And I just saw 1818 on the timer. So look that angel number up, repeating 18 or 1818. There may be a message in there for you. Queen of Wands. The call for you right now, Gemini, is take action. Okay, the intent is there. Okay, now take action towards it. Be the man or the woman that you're meant to be. Get what you want. The only way you're going to get what you want is by like making those hard decisions. Some cases it can mean cutting some people off, even changing your behavior, whatever it is. This Two of Swords is what's going to hold you back. There's an Emperor too. This is Aries energy. Yeah, you know, there's a call here to how do I say this? As much thought and care and consideration as you give others, which is a very good thing. See, this Emperor is making me feel like you need more Emperor energy in your life, which is more, the Emperor is self-interest, self-care, also like a very good leader. It's kind of, I feel the Empress energy is already in you, so now this is needed to counterbalance it. If it's too much or too much feminine, divine feminine, i.e., concern for others and this and that, you'll be out of balance. You must also remember yourself, i.e., be selfish. But the selfish, when it's balanced out, the emperor becomes balanced out by the empress. Selfishness becomes self-care, not just pure selfishness. I feel by doing this, it will kind of lead you to becoming more financially stable and also more emotionally stable. If you've been giving the benefit of the doubt to somebody in your life, I feel like it's time to stop being so kind. If it's someone who's kind of stringing you along in a relationship, or like, they're acting like your friend, but they're not like committing or whatever, you kind of need to say it or like step it up with them. I'm feeling like what you allow is what's going to continue. Now let me look into the energy of your soulmate, whoever it is that you may be thinking about. This particular soulmate, let me see. They just feel like they're... Okay, the Two of Cups. I feel like there's a strong connection. I feel like there's an intimate connection. The Emperor's here with the Two of Cups. They're definitely into you. Seven of Cups. There's a big energy here of someone who may be very sexually or like emotionally attracted to you. But I'm feeling two different scenarios. The Seven of Cups feels like a man or a woman who's very confused. They want you, but do they want a relationship? Now, I'm also feeling an energy here of someone around you who may have once like been not ready, but now they are. I feel like this particular soulmate, I'm thinking, this feels like a kind of a person who's like they may have a good job or like be a kind of like a hard worker with the Emperor, but I feel also yet that there's like an emotional unavailability with them. There's something here about money with them, like this may be like a divorced person, or like somebody who's had quite a bit of relationships, and it feels like an energy of someone who's a little emotionally spent. There's something here like when it comes to money or like sharing a life with someone, they have a lot of reservation against that. I feel like it's someone who kind of like they may be coming out in a way, I know what I feel. They're coming out in a way where they want like all the perks of a relationship, but not the actual commitment. It's kind of like unsettling to me, unstable. It may feel good like when you're together, but it's more like when you're not together, do you even exist? What is the point? Are we friends or are we a couple? This person's needs and what don't seem to match yours. They have a lot more that they can offer, but they're choosing not to. They're playing it very safe. This feels like an energy, and this doesn't feel like a bad person. It just feels like somebody who's... You could be dealing with a water sign. There's an energy here of someone who wants many things and wants the love and wants to feel that, but is holding back offering it. There's a big arrogance here. They also seem to be a little hypocritical. There's like an energy of they can do things, but then if you say it back or you do the same thing, oh. It's almost like when they get their own energy mirrored back to them, it it almost ruffles their feathers. Let it ruffle their feathers. They definitely have feelings for you, but there's like an energy with this particular soulmate of being a little wishy-washy. They seem to be a little out for themselves, but yet they care about you. But it's like you don't know where you stand in their life. They want you there, but do they want you there? Like, they want you there, but you know, who are you to them? What are this person's intents? Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe, towards Gemini. Okay, the King of Wands just came out. They definitely like you. I do feel a lot of sexual energy. They're definitely into you. Empress. Justice. Magician. Wow, all majors are coming out here. Ace of Pentacles is here too. Wow, and the Star. You know, I feel they view you as kind of a star in their life, and that's a really nice thing. They also are coming out as kind of viewing you as very good for their life. I feel like you are a benefit to them. I know what I feel, and these are all very good cards. And good energy that I'm feeling, like, towards you. Like, they respect you. They, you know, I don't know about respect. They what's the word that I want to say? They like what you bring to them. You may be very understanding. You may be very kind to them and bring them good energy. But what do they bring to you? What do they offer to you? They're very into you. What benefit do they bring to you? They view you as, like, see, a lot of majors, lovers. There's the Gemini energy too. They view you as like a husband or a wife. But do they want marriage? Do they want the commitment? That's the question. This person seems to be kind of at a disconnect or like a crossroads between their feelings for you, which are very valid, and, you know, what they're overly logic. They're being overly logical. They're letting their fear run them. They're kind of like holding back. You're like a gem to them. But I have to be blunt, it honestly feels like you bring more to their life than they bring to yours. Just saying. There's a call here for you. I feel like if some of you may be continuing your studies at school, or you could just be very busy at work, focus on that. You know, if they're not giving you a commitment, be very, what's the word? Not frugal, but be very aware of how much you give them, okay? Because I do feel they do view you as important, but they're very emotionally unavailable. Don't waste too much time with them if they're not committing with you after a certain amount of time. I feel like focus on your money right now, building yourself up. This Queen of Cups is here, and the Six of Cups. There's an energy here of, I feel, reserve your heart for who deserves it. that kind of energy from you. You can't just give it freely to everybody. That type of care and attention and nurturing and what, everybody deserves your respect, yes, but not that kind of attention and not that kind of a place in your life when they don't put you on that same place. That's how you get used and how you get hurt. The 9 of Cups and 6 of Cups. I feel an energy here of, should you start playing hardball in your life? There's an energy, whether it's this person or another, I do feel an energy of you being a very happy camper in the next couple of months. It even feels like, too, in I don't know, 6 to 9 weeks, there's this energy here of a new you. But I do feel you must start playing. I keep feeling the word hardball. You have to play hardball. Page of Pentacle. There's an energy here of just be very wary of who you give that pentacle to, that stability. Judgment. I also feel an energy here of, too, of if there's someone in your life who asks too much of you, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, you have to kind of set a boundary. And you got to know when to say no. Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. 9 of Wands and the set. Okay. There's something here about a Virgo. It could be or maybe it's just Virgo energy. I feel Virgo energy will be very helpful for you in the next couple of weeks, or maybe getting a Virgo's advice or a Virgo's standpoint. I feel listen to the Virgo. There's something about listen to a Virgo. Or it could even just be look into Virgo energy and what that means. Which is funny because that would be the counterbalance to air, which is Gemini. Virgo would be earth. Air and earth are the opposite, but they balance each other. Where let's say Virgo, I'm actually a Virgo, so it's interesting, but earth, right, can sometimes be very rigid, right? So for earth signs, we need to actually look to you guys, to the air signs, to achieve balance, right? If we're too rigid, right, sometimes we need to let things go, right, and just, whatever, it is what it is, right? And that balances us out. If you're too rigid, it can be toxic. But the reverse is true too. For air, if you're too free, too wishy-washy, too, whatever it is, it's okay, it is what it is, a little aloof, detached. Okay, that can be you'll be in the clouds. Earth will ground you. Air and earth, that's how the opposites play off of each other. It's the same with fire and water signs. So that's what I feel. Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like there's something Virgo energy or listening to a Virgo. And whether it's a Virgo or not, it can just be another earth sign. Okay? Another earth sign may give you very solid advice that you probably should follow in the coming weeks or days. Okay? Let me just get you a final message. Some of you, okay, I just got a weird down. There's a woman or a woman in your life who doesn't have good intentions for you. Or it's kind of like someone who's a little selfish. It feels like someone who you need to set boundaries with. Whether that means saying it to their face or just kind of refusing, saying no to something. I'll leave that up to you, but I do feel it's someone like that who you may just have to say no. Final message is that go after the life that you want. Go after the things that you want. Sometimes you have to be a little selfish in order to get these things. Of Ground yourself, center yourself. Take some time out, take some time off to really focus on you. Let me get you a final oracle card. Interesting, the Eight of Cups is looking at me. Yeah, some old way or some old people or way of thinking has to be. Look at this. You have created this situation. Oh, Taurus got that too. You have created this situation and you have the power to change it. Message from Archangel Michael. Remember, you're always in charge of the direction of your life. Things that happen sometimes are out of our control, but you're always in charge of how you deal with it. Look at it. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Decide to be happy now. Have confidence. I feel that is in many aspects of your life, but also within relationships. There's a big energy here of like, have the confidence to say no. I'm feeling it as like, say no to certain people or to certain things. I am feeling a final... God, I shuffled it and look what ended up on the top and the bottom. It's the same damn cards. Have confidence again, and it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. This is your life's purpose. I am feeling another oracle card. Let me see what deck. Hold on. This is really buried under here, but I am feeling this card. This one. Oh. Okay. Ooh, Mountain Goddess. High vibration mindfulness, power of the mind. This for me feels like an energy, the power of the mind, which would be Gemini, air, which is the head. There's an energy of, I feel your logic must rule now. Look at this. And also, ooh, two cards with mountain lights. Light beings, portal, subtle energies. These mountain energy, this is making me feel like either you going, it could be like a retreat, okay, or going into like a quiet place. You know, like mountains are very high up, right, and kind of away from reality. It's like a good place to think. Proverbial mountain. It's almost like go to the proverbial mountains and really think about what you want and where you want your life to go. And I'm also feeling mindfulness. This, the word that's sticking out to me is mind. It's almost like be mindful of your thoughts, be mindful of your actions as well. Okay? Mindfulness. Mindful of like what you do, who you do it with. Okay? So I hope this reading resonates with you. I'm sending you so much love, Gemini. And again, if you're interested in a private reading, please email me down below. All right? All my love to you. Bye-bye now.